follow with the meaning of it, and then we move from there on. So Simra, take it away. Simra.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والضحى والليل إذا سجى ما ودعك ربك وما قلى وللآخرة خير لك من الأولى والضحى والليل إذا سجى ما ودعك ربك وما قلى وللآخرة خير لك من الأولى ولسوف يعطيك ربك فترضى ألم يجدك يتيما فآوى ووجدك ضالا فهدى ووجدك عائلا فأغنى ولسوف يعطيك ربك فترضى ألم يجدك يتيما فآوى ووجدك ضالا فهدى ووجدك عائلا فأغنى فأما اليتيم فلا تقهر وأما السائل فلا تنهر وأما بنعمة ربك فحدث. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most gracious. By the morning brightness, and in the night when it covers with darkness, your Lord has not taken leave of you, O Muhammad, nor has he detested you. And the hereafter is better for you than the first life. And your Lord is going to give you and Did he not find you an orphan and give you refuge? And he found you lost and guided you. And he found you poor and made you self-sufficient. So as for the orphan, do not oppress him. And as for the petitioner, but as for the favor of your Lord, report it.
Jazakallah. Thank you.
Yeah, Sister Nazat, can you unmute yourself?
Yeah, sorry. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you, Simra, for that beautiful recitation, and so to the point for to the event. We are making a difference as an NEDians. So thank you very much, Simra. And after this beautiful recitation from Simra, inshallah, we will, may Allah accept from her. We will start actually then. So we are, excited to present in our technical session series, NEDians who are making a difference in the lives of people who are in need of support in one way or the other, inshallah. So before that, I'd like to present NAAM's President Nafis Khan to please join with opening remarks and introduction of NAAM. And Nafis has graduated in 1983 in mechanical engineering, serving as president of NAAM since 2018 when we incorporated as an organization, and also serving as a general secretary for NEDians NA, which is the organization, an umbrella organization for all the alumni in North America as well. And Nafis, please take it away.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you, Nuzhat, for your introduction. Can you guys hear me and see me? Okay. First of all, I would like to start with thanking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for his blessings and mercy on all of us. Thank you, audience, for joining us today. Thank you to Dr. Sarosh Lodi, Vice Chancellor, NED, and Anas Hashmi, Chairman, NED Alumni International of North America. Dr. Saab will be joining us shortly. He's traveling and in a flight in Pakistan. So we pray for his safe travel. Like I said, he's going to be, inshallah, joining us shortly. To our speakers, thank you, who volunteered their time to speak to us today. And finally, to my team, NAAM board members, for their dedication, for the cause we started, and for being patient with me. Assalamu alaikum. 3.5 years ago, we started this chapter with a vision of giving back to NED, its students, providing a social platform for local alumni, and also giving back to local community. In my 2 years term as president of this organization, and with the help of my team, we accomplished many goals and achievements. We also, our membership grew every year, except last year due to COVID pandemic. I'm sure the local alumni who are listening this will help us. Please visit our website and renew your membership. As you all know, we are a membership-based organization. Your membership provides us the funds to run this organization. Although we are much financially stable 3 years ago when we started, however, we still need your help and support. Every year, we bring our technical program and forum for awareness for our alumni. Today's Zoom event is our third event and second during this pandemic. We are giving a big message by introducing these great charities who are giving so much to Pakistan as nonprofits. We actively collaborated with local organizations like DICE and NED Scholars. This collaboration and partnership will definitely grow in coming years. We continue to work with NED and its students. We sponsored postgraduate project wastewater using constructed wetlands with Dr. Atif. During my term, NAAM supported our umbrella organization, NED Alumni Association of North America. NAAM is proud to be a part of this big, happy alumni family. I have also the honor to work as General Secretary for NED Alumni International. And I also serve in NED Alif, which is an endowment fund. It seems to be yesterday that this chapter started its journey, but more than 3 years have passed. This is our election year to elect a new president and board of directors. July 31st is the deadline to become deadline to become a voting member and run for a position. My request to my local alumni, please get involved in the process and choose a new team to take this organization to next steps and make it a thriving organization. My special thanks to my friend Mahmoud Akhtar, who has been helping us maintaining our website. Thank you to Dr. Tufel at NED for being our NED connection and always there to help us. And to various NED chapters in USA, Canada, and Pakistan, their leads and their board of directors for helping and supporting alumni cause. Now I will request Nuzhat to start our wonderful program. Thank you, and may Allah bless us. Back to you.
Yes. Thank you very much, uh, Nafis, for that introduction. And inshallah, we will move on to our next session. And for that, um, we will our so special guest speakers for today's events are who are the NEDians making a difference. As per agenda is the VC of the NED University. But since because of his travels, he has requested that he will be able to inshallah join, but a little bit later. So we just pray for him, safe travels, as Nafis has also mentioned. And inshallah, we will benefit from his wisdom and his experience a little later in the program. We'll move to our next guest speaker, which is I'm honored to introduce the chairman of NEDians NA. That's an umbrella organization, as I mentioned earlier, providing a platform for the welfare and the betterment of the alma maters and its alumni. So Anas Hashmi, he's a graduate from Civil Engineering Department of NED, our university, and he's graduated in 1994, and he is actively involved with NED alumni associations in the North America since 2008. So he's been kind of there for a long time, and I will give him the floor to so that he can talk more about the organization and more about what he's been doing, inshallah. So Anas, take it away.
Respected elders, fellow alumni, ladies and gentlemen, assalamu alaikum. Jazakallah, Sister Nuzhat, for introducing me. Congratulations to NAAM board and its membership for organizing this event and giving me an opportunity and others to know our fellow NEDians who are making a difference. Alhamdulillah, by virtue of our engineering education, we are amongst the high earning individuals in any country we live. Feeling the responsibility of the blessings of Almighty, we NEDians just not only enjoy Allah's bounty, but also work to make a difference in lives of those who are not so blessed by becoming part of various organizations with our time and money. Some of our fellow NEDians have taken these efforts a step further and worked tirelessly by setting up and running organizations themselves and dedicate themselves and their resources to the cause. Kudos to these individuals for leading the way. By an estimate, more than 5,000 NED alumni call North America their home. In a foreign environment for the feel of community and work for betterment of their alma mater, these alumni have formed NED alumni associations in various regions where they are in considerable numbers. At this time, we have 11 of such regional alumni organizations, 9 in US and 2 in Canada. These associations are located on US West Coast in Silicon Valley and Southern California, and South in Houston and Dallas, in Midwest in Michigan and Greater Chicago area, on East Coast in New England, Greater New York area, and in Washington, while 2 associations are located in Toronto and Alberta, Canada. They give a social platform to their membership and use the resources for doing work here and back home. The focus of work of these alumni associations are geared more towards our fellow alumni and our alma mater, NED University, and its students. These 11 organizations in North America work independently, governed by their respective boards, and are involved in various projects in their local area as well as multiple projects in NED. As the focus of work of these organizations are similar, to unify their efforts on common projects, an umbrella organization was formed in 2010, which is called NED International Alumni Network North America, or in short, NEDian NA. NA board constitutes of 2 nominated representatives from each of the member regional alumni associations. In coordination with NED, they find projects where they can work together. In previous years, NED and NA has delivered scholarships and done various projects in NED. All these projects have been either done independently by an association or done by forces of 2 or more associations. Formation of NEDian NA has brought NEDians from all over North America close. It holds an annual convention in different regions of North America, while people not only from US and Canada attend, but also our alumni from Pakistan and Middle East join us. It provides a good platform to catch up with your friends as well as to make new ones. NEDian NA has established an endowment fund in North America for NED. The endowment fund is called NED Alumni Endowment Fund, or in short, NED ALIF. NEDian NA, as per its plan, kept and nurtured the fund in its infancy for a few years, and late last year, as the fund grew to 200,000, has spinned it off and made it an independent organization so it can be managed by focus group for the tasks. One of the main purpose of formation of NEDian NA was to give an alumni organization to our fellow alumni not living in the territory of currently associations by either helping them to make one for them or to become part of NEDian NA. We have been successful, and now we are revamping our website with more focus on this, and inshallah soon we'll work aggressively to reach out to our fellow alumni living in other areas to be part of us and have the feeling of being part of a bigger community. I would request all of you to kindly join alumni associations where you are living, and if there is none in your area, join NEDian NA and become part of the big NED community. Please also listen to our fellow NEDians who are making a difference and help them with your time and money in their noble causes. Jazakallah to NAAM board for giving me an opportunity to speak today. Many thanks for organizing this brilliant program today. May Allah bless us all. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you, Barakallah, Anas, for that beautiful, words for us and for, in general, explaining to us that, how the things are being taken care of. So, Barakallah, inshallah, we will, then from there on, we will to our, featured representative of the different organization. And there on, I will basically hand over the baton to Bakhtiar. He will be basically the next, the MC for the next session, which will continue from there on. So inshallah, Bakhtiar, floor is all yours, inshallah.
Right, NEDian making a difference. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Assalamu alaikum. Once again, I welcome all the attendees and speaker on behalf of NED Alumni Association of Michigan, NAAM. This program, NEDian making a difference, is kind of to highlight the NEDians who are working selflessly for the betterment of human beings without any worldly gains. Our first presentation is from NED Scholars, founded by Dr. Suhail Ahmed in 2007. Dr. Suhail Ahmed graduated from NED in 1986 in mechanical engineering and completed his master's and PhD in industrial and manufacturing engineering. Currently, Dr. Suhail is a professor at Eastern Michigan University. With no further delay, I'd like to invite Dr. Suhail Ahmed to tell us more about NED Scholars and his speakers. Dr. Suhail, please.
Jazakallah. Thank you. My name is Mohammed Suhail Ahmed, and just for a reminder for everybody, I'm not the only founder. There were a group of 12 people who started it, and I'm particularly in depth with Safdar Ali Khan, Ahmed Safi, Shanul Haq, Shahid Ahmed, Amir Ali, and Farooq Shahab, and Anwar Zaidi, who were the founding member of this small organization that we run. Good news is that today the whole presentation will be done not by me, but our directors, two directors, Azmat Khusro and Taha Shams. Taha Shams is in Pakistan. He runs the program or from Pakistan, and Azmat is over here, and he runs the show from here. Azmat, it's all yours, and you need to showcase your presentation, please. You have share the screens, please.
Taha is,
Nusrat,
yeah,
Taha,
he's unmute. Yeah,
खुद unmute करेंगे, you can do it.
I did, yeah.
You already did that.
Okay, inshallah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Can you guys see me and can see this shared screen?
Mhm.
Yes, okay. So as Dr. Suhail has already given some basic introduction of the NED scholars, I just jump onto some of the things. Basic facts about it is like 2007, it all started as alumni mechanical 8081 alumni scholarship and need come merit basis, and it grew from there. It basically started to honor four of our friends of 8081 batch: Abu Athar Memorial Scholarship, Harun Memorial Scholarship, Shabir Memorial Scholarship, Waqar Memorial. So it was a very small scale. It all started as that, and then it grew into what you're seeing right now. So what do we do? Obviously, the name NED Scholars is basically to support the scholars of NED, and the scholarship is obviously providing financial support mainly. But how are we different from others? Is basically that we not just this financial support, we provide the emotional support. Can somebody please mute? Not only provide the financial support, we also provide the emotional support, and we provide through mentorships, internships, programs, and we constantly look for trainings with partnerships with companies which can provide training certificates to a in a professional fashion, plus a little bit cost effective. So we provide those training and certificates also. Uh, this is the quick our performances for the past 6 years, and although last year was pretty tough, but still you can see the numbers that grew from a smaller scholarship of like $3,000-$4,000 to now we collected averaging around $60,000 to $70,000 a year, and we are very careful about when we get zakat and scholarship funds. We make sure like don't get mixed up who is responsible, because there's certain conditions around zakat that we need to make sure. So we do all that, making sure that this happens. Uh, and this is the number of graduates increasing which are under our scholarship, and it started from just 3 or 4 kids in 2008 to right now we have active 63 graduates, and 21 has already graduated from. So you can see the numbers here as well. So it's a constant growth. There's a constant need. We sometimes we have a need and we don't have funds, but there's a lot of there are a lot of organizations who are pitching in now. There are a lot of people who are doing it. A government or SHAS program is also there in play. So there's a lot of things that are happening. When we started that, not a lot of those were not there. So it's good to see all that happening around. Uh, so the programs that we have, one of the things that we are really proud of is setting up this mentorship program, which has we set up some goals for the mentorship, and then it really helps grooming the kids. Like if you have all of been you have been NEDians, and we have learned a lot after so many things to in the companies we join, and we learn a lot of those over there. But we want those to be transferred to NEDians directly over there in the university so that they are ready for that. So this mentorship helps big time. We have a lot of partnerships with a lot of organizations for internships, and this is a quick rundown of some of those companies that we try to get the webinars and all. And then we have webinars. We constantly look for people who can provide webinars. We look different kind of personal development courses, things like that. We try to, and we constantly keep going there. We have a popular one, the Six Sigma Yellow Belt, recently. So this is all these companies that we have partnered with, so in order to provide webinars, and then individual engineers have came up to us and then provided with different webinars in their own field with the engineers there in NED. So, and then we have done collaboration. So we have set up a proper setup from here to send money because we want to make sure, like, it's a 501c organization, we need to have a proper money trail, everything is there. So some of the other organizations have requested us to send their money on, so we have helped them, collaborate with them. So there's $20,000 CAD CAM lab was set up by the help of NED alumni of Texas Dallas. Savera has done we have done a lot of work with Savera, and NED of recently that 95 laptops were donated by the funds provided by NED DC and NED Mechanical 88 alumni. For the next, this is a quick rundown of the current students. Like 95% of all our students have a CGPA 3.7, 18 out of 60 are in the top 5 positions in their class. 35 students have completed more than 7 certificates in training. 11 students are working freelancing on e-projects, Python code. Now I would like to request Taha to jump in. I want him to give the overview of like how the Pakistan team works, and it's a hand-to-hand collaboration. It's really important, the role of Taha and their team. Please take over, Taha.
Assalamu alaikum and good evening, everyone. Thank you, Hussein Saab, for explaining the core things of NED Scholars and its contribution. I am here to highlight the responsibilities and activities of NED Scholars Pakistani team, consisting of fellow engineers, Ms. Sakra, Ms. Sabina, and many more. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Taha Shams, and I'm currently working as Director NED Scholars Pakistan. Before that, I was also a scholarship recipient and a beneficiary too. NED Scholar Pakistani team contributes to that received profiles of students from NED. The interview panel consists of Dr. Sohail Ahmed, Dr. Khusro Azman Saab, and other Pakistani directors as well. We spent hours and hours to interview the students over video and audio calls, Zoom meetings, etc., to come up with the best output in order to maintain the transparency. After interviewing the participants, we try our level best to investigate the information and data provided by the interviewed students so that to provide them facilitate them. We, the Pakistani team, also communicates with the scholarship holders to have a check on them, to have an eye on their academics, worship with the students to guide them in the best possible ways. With the help of NED officials, including Vice Chancellor team, Controller Student Affairs team, we organized several trainings and webinars to groom our scholars and other students so that we can have some outstanding data on the platform of NED scholars. Over to next slide, Sir Khusro. Okay, thank you. Coming back to another slide, let's have a look at the achievements and outputs of NED Scholar organization till now. Alhamdulillah, 88 students that have now been graduated scholars. I feel proud to state them that 90% of the scholars are employed and rest 10% are freelancer and entrepreneurs who are contributing to the society. Some figure about their earnings are mentioned in slide. I'm happy to mention that with the help of NED scholars, our few scholarship recipients have started a small company dealing with solar technology and solutions. Also, these students provide the after-sales services to the customers and clients. Is that our one scholarship holder, Ms. Ramsha, has got a Fulbright scholarship and now studying abroad. We feel proud and happy seeing these successful students. Now I request Mr. Haswa Azman Sahab to conclude the presentation. Over to you, sir.
Brother Azmat, can you unmute, please?
Sorry. So thanks a lot for giving us the opportunity to express our achievements here on this platform. Thank Lisa give us this opportunity through by the platform of NAAM. I want to send a plea to all the engineers online right now that support us. We need a lot of support, especially in the area of these NEDians, junior NEDians really need your help. They really need support. And right now we have only, I think, 7 or 8 regular mentors who's in helping them out. We really need that. This is one of the most precious things a person have, time. But this is one of the best utilization of your time. Believe me, it will pay off here as well. Besides that, yes, we need support for the money as well. As much as we can, we have, as you have seen, like we have very strict scrutiny, and we make sure that the kids, and we check their conditions every year. Among the success stories, like what you have heard, like all those success stories, I would like to say that for me, the real success story is like Taha and all those who were part of this program before and now are part of our organization supporting the next. I think this is the real success, and I see that result right in front of us coming up and saying like, yes, now we'll support the community ourselves. And I think this is what the success story we have. We work with the kids all along. We don't just send them the money and go. So these kind of things are there. Very less amount of money that we use for administration. We try to use as much as funds from the directors to run all these things. So please help us. Open for any suggestions, any questions in the future. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you. Thank you, Azmat.
Yeah.
Just last thing, I just want to make sure that we all recognize the global sports. Global sports this year have selected NED scholars as their beneficiaries. So this year, when they are running those cricket tournament, they will be funding the NED scholars from the charity in their charity program. I really appreciate Shahid Ahmed, the chairman and the president of Global Sports, to helping us out. Thank you all. I really have giving us opportunity. Thank you.
A single person with the right education can change the life of an entire family and generations to come. And please support NED scholars and spread the word in your circles. Thank you, Mr. Taha, Mr. Azmat, and Dr. Sohail. And if you have any question, please post it on the chat window. I'm at the end. NEDians making a difference. Our next organization is DICE Foundation. It started in 2014 and founded by an NEDian. One of the founder, is Dr. Khurshid Qureshi. DICE provides platform for innovations in several key sectors in Pakistan, including automotive, energy, health, textile, and so on. DICE Foundation will be represented by Mr. Ubaidur Rahman, President DICE Foundation, who graduated from NED in 1986, from IBA Karachi, and Masters in Automotive Engineering from University of Michigan. Currently, he is working in GM as Senior Project Manager in the area of battery and electric and hydrogen vehicles. I am honored to invite Mr. Ubaidur Rahman to enlighten us about DICE Foundation. Please, Mr. Ubaidur Rahman.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for introduction. And I'm going to share my screen, and from there we'll go. Okay, share. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can. Yes, alhamdulillah.
Yes, we can see your screen. Please go ahead. You can put it on the presentation if you want.
Jennifer Harris is requesting remote control.
Wait, we can see your
Who's
presentation.
that, Jennifer? Okay. Okay, so let me start from here. Is requesting remote control of your screen. Who is requesting me remote control?
Just ignore, just ignore. Right?
Ignore करते हैं और आप अपनी presentation दें उबैद.
Okay. DICE is distinguished innovation, collaboration, and entrepreneurship. I don't know what is going on this. I'm declining. You can see I'm declining, but it is still is requesting control.
Yeah, उसको उबैद just ignore it. Continue your presentation. I know it's a distraction, but just continue your presentation. Okay. Thank you.
So, as I've been introduced, that I'm president of DICE Foundation, as well as I'm also helping Dr. Sohail in NED scholarships. So from DICE perspective, this DICE Foundation is a nonprofit tax-exempt organization. It is not a political organization. Come on. DICE vision is to foster culture of innovation, collaboration, and entrepreneurship in Pakistan, provide a common platform for academia, industry, and government, experts to share and collaborate on innovative concept and products, rapid socio-economic development through innovation, and build image of as a nation of developing and producing innovative products. This is our vision, and let me go. Come on, it is not even. As far as DICE initiatives are concerned, we are an organization which have multiple focus area. We are in DICE energy and water, IET, agriculture, textile, CAM, and WIC is the virtual innovation competition based on virtual universities. So we are also in sponsoring DICE mega event in Pakistan, as well as different focus area events, which every year we plan and then we execute that one. So these are the platforms which academia, industry, and expatriates they come together and share their common knowledge and kind of support for either the students' projects as well as the projects of national importance. 4 years ago, government of Pakistan reached us to form, to work on the projects which are of national interest. So we formulated this new concept or idea of innovation basket, national innovation basket, and currently we are running under that umbrella, DICE electric car, Rinstra, DICE electric battery, and DICE farmer portal projects, which we called as an NIB project. DICE electric car project will be the introduction and the concept will be shared by Asad, Dr. Asad, who is also present here. He will share this electric car, what he's working on. Rinstra is the platform similar to YouTube, which is, you can say Rinstra is Pakistani YouTube. And Dr. Adil will share, he's working on this initiative. Electric battery, I am working along with Dr. Osman from NED and a big team from NED who is working on electric battery and electric chargers, which are currently worked by Sir Syed University. DICE Farmer Portal will be Dr. Irfan Bhatti from South Carolina, and we will be working as a tag team. So National Innovation Basket projects, they are in that basket because government thinks that this is, and we are also in line with them, that these projects have the capability to impact national economy $100 million in next 3 to 4 years. So along with HEC and different ministries in government of Pakistan, we came up with those projects which I just mentioned. With that, I will ask Asad Saab to give the DICE EV car presentation. Asad Saab? Can anyone unmute him?
I think, Sister Azad, can you make Mr. Asad, a co-host and unmute him, please?
Is that Asad
Yes,
Sabir Ali
just did.
Ubaid?
Asad Ali is, yeah.
Asad Ali.
Asad Ali, thank
Yeah,
you.
I just did.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Asad, please unmute yourself and then, take the presentation. Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me today. And although I'm an NED graduate, but I think working with DICE over the years, I certainly feel like an NED graduate. So I've been working on this automotive project in which we're trying to design a car. And so I'll give you a brief overview of that. So as you can see, we've done quite a bit of work on the design, the exterior and the interior as well. So that is being done in conjunction with the NCA, which is the National College of Arts. But there's various other universities involved as well. So the idea is to have a battery electric vehicle that is designed, developed, and manufactured in Pakistan. So for us to have our own IP, to engineer a product that is in line with modern automotive industry standards. So yes, we're making it ourselves, but it should be as good as any product that we can get internationally, because to be just as safe, the lives of our people are just as important as anyone outside or abroad. And also a product that meets the very specific local needs and the cultural needs of Pakistan as well. And in addition, that in the future we can export it as well. क्योंकि हमारी जो मार्केट है उसके अंदर काफ़ी एक्सट्रीम्स हैं. अगर आप सिबी के अंदर देखें और फिर स्कर्दू के अंदर देखें, आपके टेम्परेचर्स के अंदर that's almost 100 degrees in between them, or 70 degrees or so. So that's there's very extremes in which it needs to work. और हमारी सड़कें भी जो हैं, the roads are very rough. In addition, and perhaps most importantly, we want to have a way to create a knowledge base that can really spawn a whole new industry in Pakistan that is indigenous and is capable of working not just on the cars themselves, but having sort of more tier 2, 3, 4 suppliers as well for all the parts. If you could go to the next page. So as you can see, we're doing this, the design in a very methodical manner. We have a lot of support from a lot of NED graduates in the industry, as well as, other people I'm from the UK, there's others from Germany. So we have a big team that is helping to do this. We have a complete bill of materials. We also have a design process, and we have 10 specific gateways going from Bab Awwal to Bab Dahem that include, all the CAD and the CAE work, and all of that is being done to the international automotive industry standards. We're building the whole car, as you can see in the top image, as a skateboard and as a platform. So we're building it around the battery pack that Ubaid Saab is leading the project on. And that is be a structural part of the car as well. And the idea is that, this is one iteration of the car that we're making, and inshallah this will be very successful. But in the future, it also gives us the opportunity to use that platform for other products as well. Also, we're looking to ensure that we really deliver the class-leading interior space. So you can see from the dummies that we can see inside the car, both of these are 6'3". These are 95th percentile humans. And you can see that even the front person being in a comfortable position, the person in the back can also be seated. So if you look at an equivalent car within this space, you would have the head of the previous the rear passenger probably poking out of the roof, because it's not possible to fit such tall people inside. But we will be class leading in that. If you go to the next page. So everything that we're doing is, through deliberate and thorough engineering. There's no guesswork involved. So we're using, all the kinematic modeling for the suspension to make a very comfortable and safe handling. We're using FEA tools, and we're calculating all the loadings to make sure that durability of all the components is good and the robustness meets all of our standards as well. And we're using other tools like aerodynamic tools with fluid analysis to make sure that we get aerodynamics. So that was just a quick overview. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Asad Saab. Thank you very much. And next will be Rinstra, Dr. Adil Akhtar. Dr. Adil, can anyone unmute him?
Yeah, please make Dr. Adil co-host and unmute. Thank you.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Give me 1 second here.
Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Although I'm not even an engineer, I'm a doctor, but a lot of names here I'm familiar with. So I'm kind of an honorary member of your alumni association. So I'm gonna just talk 30 seconds on the National Innovation Basket, as Ubaid Saab just introduced the concept. The concept is to take up projects under DICE umbrella. Before DICE always worked as a facilitator. This is the first time we have taken upon ourselves to conceive the idea, evolve the idea, and then incubate the idea and produce commercial entities which will add at least $500 million to Pakistani economy. So these are big, huge undertakings. So one of the project being Rinstra. So the idea came in our discussions that Pakistan has a total population of 220 million, which is about fifth or sixth largest population in the world. And out of that, 55 million people have already moved over to internet and smartphones. Everybody is on international platforms as far as search engine goes, entertainment go, and international platforms like Google's, Netflix of the world give the narrative which is not our narrative. So we really don't have a digital platform, and therefore we have let other people tell our story. So the idea of Rinstra was conceived to tell our story our way, provide the people of Pakistan a digital platform which is made in Pakistan and which is for Pakistan. So Rinstra is Pakistan first. Can you go to the next? Yeah. So Rinstra is Pakistan's first digital platform for on-demand streaming as well as creation of user-generated content. And I'll just for 1 minute show you the actual platform. Rinstra content is not only entertaining, but we also have a mission to make it innovative, thought-provoking, informative, and educational also. Next slide, Wesa. So the mission of Rinstra is to empower our youth. So our target audience is our youth. We have made several young graduates, film producers, content producers from their iPhone. So any person who has got a camera on their smartphone can create content on Rinstra, and there are people who are already creating content. Rinstra also provide entrepreneurship opportunities to emerging and established content creators and filmmakers in Pakistan and beyond Pakistan. So we are working with a set of nationally, internationally known Pakistani directors and producers. But alongside that, we are also working with new graduates. So just only today, one of the kid who just graduated 2 years ago released his documentary on Rinstra side by side web series from Mehreen Jabbar, who's an established content creator. So if I can get, I can share the screen. I just have 1 more minute. I'll just show you guys the actual platform.
Yeah, if you are on that, you can share because you are also
Okay.
co-host.
Okay, I got it. So I hope you can see my screen.
Yes, we can.
Okay, so this is Renstra's platform. It has the content arranged according to the genre. So the gold star is our own commissioned original Renstra content. So this is all what we have made. So you can see these are all established content, but this is a video I was talking about, just a upcoming content creator. We have content advisory committee, senior and junior people. Sierra Muin was on our content advisory committee. Mehreen Jabbar is on it. Sarwat Jilani is on it. Maniza Hashmi is on it. And then the ecosystem of Rinstra is such that the main platform is on-demand video streaming platform. iRinstra is a platform for user-generated content. So these are all the channels created by the users themselves. Then we have
sorry to interrupt, Mr. Adil Akhtar. If we have a time restriction, if you can wrap it up.
Yeah, just 5 seconds.
Okay.
Talent competitions, and Fest is for online film festivals. And I'm done. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Adil Saab. Thank you very much. And let me share my screen again and quickly move through the other part of the presentation. Thank you very much, Adil Saab, and everybody here. You know that just Adil, and just pray for her. She was in our advisory board. She passed into Almighty a couple of days ago. Allah grant her maghfirah and highest place in Jannah. Okay. Okay. Oh, why it is not moving? And now I have some. Okay.
Ubetsab, can you wrap it up? We have a time limit. There are other presenters. So if you, in few seconds, just please wrap it up so that we can move on.
So
Thank you.
this very quick, as mentioned, that battery project is a very big project, which we are currently undergoing through NED. We have a big group there who is working on the progress, which they have achieved. This project is taking care of very specific Pakistani conditions to design the battery. This is what we have achieved till now. The battery pack is designed and cells are ordered. The cells which we are purchasing just before this meeting, we have another meeting with NED where we were going through the battery management system and cooling system. And you can see here, these cooling system is currently being designed. This is going to look the whole battery pack, and it is going into the DICE EV module. Sorry, DICE EV car. And you see there are two chargers. One is the standard charger, and the other one is the fast charger. And this is currently being done by SSUET or the University of Engineering Technology. So with that, I will not take more time on here. I will quickly give some time to Mohammed, I think Mohammed Bhatti Saab, to quickly, just 2 minutes. Bhatti Saab, can anyone give him?
Okay, Sister, if you can find him, please.
Hello.
I'm
Can
trying.
you hear me? Unmute him, Mohammed Bhatti.
Trying to.
Yes, I'm unmuted. I'm sorry
Yeah.
for the
Mr. Bhatti, you
confusion.
just have maybe a few seconds, if you can wrap it up, I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, I will be very brief. So I'm honored to be part of the vision of DICE and to be part of working on a mega project on Farmers Portal. The vision is, with all these technologies, we want to empower the farming community and of course the economy of Pakistan by improving the agricultural production practices. So we are going to develop a Jadid Kisan, a website which will be very interactive. And in the beginning, we are looking at like 50 to 100 farmers to work with them and actually bring a change in agricultural system in Pakistan. Can I go? The information is available, but it is scattered. So our vision, next slide, please. You can move to the next slide. So our vision is actually develop an app and a portal that will work interactively with all the stakeholders, third-party service providers, and all the knowledge-based functions in the country and expertise in the country or overseas to work together and provide real-time information to the farmers in order to really increase their production and overall yield and profits. So basically, this shows the design, the app. The farmer will be able to connect from the farm, get the information in real time and advice from the service provider or the experts and utilize to enhance his profitability. In the interest of time, I would just stop here. If you have any questions, please let me know.
Oh, thank you very much. Now close your eyes and repeat it. I want to see Pakistan as one of the most socially, technologically, and economically advanced and prosperous nation of the world in my lifetime. This is the task that DICE is striving for. Please support DICE in any capacity you can. Thank you, Mr. Obaid, Mr. Asad, Mr. Adil, and Mr. Bhatti. Thank you. Please, if you have any question, post it on the chat window. A difference. Our next organization is Nisa Health Foundation, NHF. NHF mission is to provide education to poor kids of Pakistan. NHF will be represented by Mr. Shamsul Arfin, who started NHF in 2016. Mr. Shamsul Arfin graduated from NED in 1998. He is also a co-founder and CEO of IT Soul Inc., a consulting company specializing in SAP implementations. Now I'd like to invite Mr. Shamsul Arfin to educate us about.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Thank you very much. I'm really grateful to NAAM and Mr. Nafis and Yasif Farhan for giving us this opportunity. And I'm really amazed by the work NEDians have been doing. So thank you very much, everyone. So I just want to take you through a quick 1-minute video, which will give you a brief summary of what NHF is doing, and then we will go into some more. So having said that, let me move to the next screen. Everybody can see my screen, right?
Yes, please keep going. Yes.
We cannot hear the video, I think. while
Yeah,
selecting.
voice is not
Yeah,
coming for
yeah, you
some
have to
reason.
check before sharing, you have to check the audio thing on the, so stop and then restart with checking the audio.
Okay, stop sharing.
Stop and then reshare. And then on the left, there will be an option of with the sound, share with sound. Check on that.
Here with sound. Yes, right there. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
मुफ्त तालीम उस ख्वाब की ताबीर है जो हर बच्चे का बुनियादी हक है, यानी इल्म की रोशनी, तालीम। निसा हेल्थ फाउंडेशन एक ऐसा फलाही इदारा है जिसका मिशन हर पसमानदा मुल्क के गरीब और बेसहारा बच्चों को मुफ्त तालीम फराहम करके मुल्क को तरक्की के रास्ते पर आगे बढ़ाना है और एक मजबूत कौम बनाना है, क्योंकि कौम बदलती है सोच से और सोच बदलती है तालीम से। तो आइए आप भी सिर्फ महाना $10 से एक बच्चे का सहारा बने और मुल्क की तरक्की में अपना किरदार अदा करें। निसा हेल्थ फाउंडेशन। मजीद मालूमात के लिए विजिट करें nisahealthfoundation.org या कॉल करें 905-609-4290। निसा हेल्थ फाउंडेशन।
Yeah, so that will give you a brief idea of what NHF is trying to do. So just to give you a brief history of NHF, we started with we were talking to our niece back in 2016, and then she was talking about helping the kids of her mate to send to school or teach them. So we said, why don't you tutor those kids, and then we will try to help, and we will pay for the tuition fees from here. So it started from 3-4 kids in a small home, and then with time it started multiplying one by one. We started getting more kids, more requests. Then we started talking to our friends and family for the donations, and then we were really overwhelmed with the support we got from all our donors and everyone. So that brought into us to form Nisal Foundation, a not-for-profit organization registered in Canada back in 2016. And originally it was founded by myself and my wife, Jasmine. She's a associate computer engineering graduate from 99. Currently, we are working in Karachi, Lahore, Peshawar, and Quetta, and we have planned to expand. Just to highlight the NEDians who are working at NHF, so myself, Sufran, representing NHF in USA, Ami 8990, Shahrukh Sagir, representing NHF in Pakistan, Ami 9394, and Shamail Haider, NHF Pakistan, Mechanical 1991 batch. So the vision and mission, NHF is, we want our kids who are on the streets and who cannot go to the school, who cannot afford their education, they are from poor families. We want those kids to go to the school. We want those kids to go to the colleges and university and get educated. The kids who are taking zakat at this point, we want them to get educated and become a zakat giver in future, not the zakat taker. That's our vision and mission. We are working on it. It's the cost, it's only $10 per kid per month, $120 per year to sponsor them. So having said that, I will take you further into the model, how NHF works. So we try to find our teachers are those students who want to study, who want to go to college and university, or they cannot fund their education. They need money for that. So instead of just giving them money, we said, okay, we'll give you students and you will teach them, you will tutor them, we will pay you the fees, and through those fees, you can fund your education in college and university. So we have a network of, thanks to all the admin staff in Karachi, we find a teacher who are the students, they want to study in college and university. We find those kids who cannot afford or whose families cannot afford the funding of the education, and then we make pair of those tuition centers. So our tuition centers are spread all over Pakistan in major cities, and every tuition center is basically run in the home of the teacher itself. So 10 kids, one teacher itself, she or he, the student himself, they're supporting their fees, and then these kids, they have been tutoring. The whole idea and our vision is that once these kids, they are ready to go to the school, so we do some assessment and then we get them into school, we pay and support the fees for the schools, And once they complete the school, they can go to the college, they can go to the university, wherever they want to take their further education. So taking from the primary school until the university school, we want every kid to go to the school. With that, I'll hand over to Jasmine. She's the current president of NHF, and she will take us through the groundwork we have been doing on the floor, on the ground.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Jazakallah khair for giving us the opportunity to talk about the Nisa Health Foundation. And really, I'm not a NEDian. I am a graduate of the Saraswati University in 2003. I'm from the 99 batch. But Alhamdulillah, Arfin, he's my husband and he's NEDian. He's done from the mechanical, but all his friends from everywhere, not from the Canada and not from the US. Yasir Bhai is from the US helping a lot. Everyone from the globe of the NEDian support a lot. So I feel so honored to work with them. They are so generous, and because everyone knows what's the importance of the education. That's why we all work together to improve the education in our country, because we know if there's no education, we cannot move further. We are all here in Canada in very good position because we have an education. So why not our country kids get this opportunity? So Alhamdulillah, we started from the 2 kids, from the 1 tuition center only. And Alhamdulillah, right now we have 15 tuition centers in different, very underprivileged areas of Karachi. And different, the tuition centers are their teachers' home because they are teaching at their homes. We provide all the supplies to the teachers for the tables and books and stationaries. And we are giving the snacks to our kids. And this is all controlled by our admin. And our admin is also a very experienced teacher also. So it's country control. We can't say that they are doing the teaching only. They have followed the 1 curriculum. They have a 1 timetable, and they have a 1 final exam and half-yearly exam. So when our kids are ready to move to the school, because we are taking the street kids, they don't even know how to just hold a pencil. They don't even know how to just write the alphabet. So just we prepare in our tuition center, discipline them. They move them into the schools then in their local area school. We don't have any school, but our students, our kids are learning in the different areas of not only Karachi, but in the Pakistan. So we have school now, we have more than 100 kids, or around the 115 kids, and 75 schools our kids are learning there. And if we get any kind of the request, okay, the family have crisis, they can't afford their school, we enroll them, we assist them, and they can continue their education. And the third project that we are running with the time that we are trained our teacher, because all of our teachers are the university students. So for the quality education, proper teachers training programs. So they know the skill. And some of our teachers are also the housewives. They are the mothers only, but they have a good experience. But due to the financial condition, they cannot go outside of the home. So we give them the opportunity of teaching. That's why we just continue teachers training program. And we have started the monthly grocery distribution, because so many families, they want to educate their kids, but they cannot afford. They have no ration for their month. So we said, okay, we will provide you the ration. Please let your kids go to the school. So kids and have just giving the money or giving the ration. And we have our different stores in Karachi. So we can deliver the ration. They can just pick the ration from these stores. So I just want to mention one thing, that our tuition center, schools, they're all just be administrated. We are not giving money to any one of them. And we are on the Eid season, just like in the Ramzan, in the Christian, so many kids we have in the Christians one. So we have started to give the Eid clothes and the sandals for them, because they are so happy and delighted. They have no sandals, even no chappal, even to just go to the tuition center. So we think, why we are not giving the Eid clothes? So they will be happy just like our kids do. So Alhamdulillah, this all be happening because of the generous support for every members. And we have not all project, but as the need started, so we have thinking to go there. We have so many schools in underprivileged areas, so they request, so please have some kind of a water cooler in your schools, because the kids are drinking the warm water in the very hot season. So we have started from the one water cooler in some of the mothers. Alhamdulillah, due to the generous support, we have so many donations collected. So we have now 5 wells started in Karachi in different underprivileged areas. And now we have 4 of the water wells in Third Parker, and not even a well, we have a solar panel installed in it. So people can easily take a water from there. And now the schools also for Third Parker and Umar Goat, some of the all areas where we will starting the proper education also, inshallah. And we have started from the 2021, the income support program. The main goal is to establish the family, to make the family independent. We are not giving donation. We are giving the loans to the family to buy their rickshaws and bike for the bike services, and buying the fruit stalls and the vegetable stalls to run their family. If the family will be stable, so they can just let their kids to go to school. And the one very important goal of the Nissa Health Foundation is the women empowerment. Because we know if the woman is empowered, the family is empowered, and the whole communities will be empowered. So we have started to give the opportunities to our mothers. Why not? Why you are spending time at home? Do the tutoring, get educated, go to the college. We are sponsoring them to just for the small business. They are doing the training in the IT colleges. Some are doing beautician courses. We are providing different opportunities according to their different needs. So they can, we have a, next slide. So alhamdulillah, these are our goals. So among so many success stories we have, because we have started from the 2016, so we have sponsored so many students, and now mashallah, so many of them are masters in their university. So one of them is Aisha Naushad. I just select her only because she is from the very, very poor family. And she, after the grade 12, she is working in a call center for the 2,000 or 3,000 rupees for the whole day. So I said, why are you working there? Because she has to run their family. So we said, okay, we will give you the 1,000 rupees for one child, and you can teach the 10 children. So she is very happy, and she started tutoring, and we give the admission in the university. And from 20, she has started her university in the morning time, and in the evening time she started teaching the kids for these kids. And mashallah, she is so hardworking. She has the support of the family. So I just want to mention we have 10 students in one group session for the 2-hour sessions. So our teachers can have a study in the morning, and they can be teaching in the evening time. So mashallah, she is doing 2-3 sessions a day after the university students, after the university. And now, mashallah, in 2021, she is mastered in the applied chemistry. And now, because of the grades and good marks, the universities assigned the training in the chemical technology specialization and Tibros Pharma Private Limited. So this is our goal, to just choose to select the kids and to make them the proud of the youth, inshallah ta'ala. Jazakallah khair for giving us the opportunity. I'm not giving back to the Arfin to just conclude all the session. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum.
All right, thank you very much, Jasmine. So next step of future plans. So currently, being a parent of a special kid, we do understand what it takes to raise a special kid. So we are working with few organizations to start some special kids program in Karachi as the start, and then inshallah we'll spread it. So that's in process. We also realize that not every kid can go to the college and university. They have different skill set. So we are working we are with few organizations like Honor Foundation to find that if our kid is a graduate, like a grade 10 or after the matric, can you go to a skill training program? Or for a girl, if you can do the beautician course, something like that. So that's it on the radar. We are working on it. So currently, Yasser Bhai is working to set up the NHF US chapter. So inshallah, soon we will have legally settled not-for-profit in US. We are working on that. Definitely, we want NHF campuses all over Pakistan, not only in Karachi. Just to mention that this is a volunteer organization. Every director, they are working as a volunteer. There is no admin cost involved. just in Pakistan, since we have to run the operations, we have hired admins there, we have accountant, we have support workers. So they are employees, they are paid employees. So that's the only cost we take out of the NHF. Everything else goes to the cause for which the NHF is standing for. And also all these workers or the employees or the admin to like a job and to support their family. So we help them in that way. So directly or indirectly we do that. So at the end, again, as you see that education is the key for the success. That's what we feel. And since we have educated in Pakistan, we are out of Pakistan now, but how we can support. So it's only $10 per kid. If you can support, you can sponsor a kid. And that will speak a lot for the future of the Pakistan. So nisailfoundation.org, that's our website. And phone numbers are below. You can contact us. So thank you very much. And at the end, again, Yasser Bhai, Nafees Bhai, and NAAM as an organization and NED Alumni Association, thank you very much for giving us the opportunity. Jazakallah khair.
Comprehensive support to both students and teachers, closing the gap, building society, and hence building a better Pakistan. Thank you, Mr. Shamsul Arfin. Thank you for that. NEDians making a difference. Koshish Foundation, dream, achieve, serve. No one should be left behind due to lack of resources. Founded in 2001, Koshish Foundation will be represented by Mr. Akbar Suhail, who graduated from NED in 1993. He is currently working in Oracle Corporation. I'd like to invite Mr. Muhammad Akbar Suhail to present Koshish Foundation work with us. Please.
Thank you so much. Nafees Saab and NAAM both, thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to talk about Koshish. मैंने सोचा कि let me start with the interesting fact. आज मार्च की 28 तारीख है. In March 28 is 1988 is the day when the official date जब NED ने हमें batch 87-88 कह दिया. So it is like a special date for us. Batch 87-88 became a batch on March 28th. Koshish, I will try to like make it very brief, like instead of like going all my 10 minutes, so my next partner, they can use this of the time. Koshish Foundation, just like many other non-profits before us, it's a 510c3. अमेरिका में registered 510c3 non-profit, और इसी नाम से ये पाकिस्तान में भी registered non-profit है since 2001. और जिस तरह हमने सुना बाकी लोगों से, it is 100%, like there is no paid employee. It is 100% driven by volunteers. और इसके अलावा जितने भी decide किया है कि we will only take up only those projects which we can fund ourselves. तो जितने projects हैं वक्त और उनके लिए जो पैसों की ज़रूरत है, it is all funded by the Koshish members since 2001. और मैं सिर्फ एक प्रोजेक्ट जो है स्कॉलरशिप्स प्रोजेक्ट की बात करना चाहूँगा. तो हम NED से शुरू करते हैं. NED स्कॉलरशिप्स सिंस 2012, और ये आपके सामने स्लाइड है 2012 to 2019 किस तरह ये शुरू हुआ. लेकिन लेट मी जस्ट मेंशन, हमने कोशिश ये की कि तीन चीज़ों का बहुत लाइक दे विल बी एट द कोर ऑफ NED स्कॉलरशिप्स. एक तो NED के साथ, NED की एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन के साथ, कंट्रोलर स्टूडेंट अफेयर्स के साथ मिलके काम करना है. और दूसरा, जब स्टूडेंट्स अप्लाई करेंगे, many people close to 250 students apply every year, हमने उन्हें मिलना है, यानी कि one on one मिलना है और इंटरव्यू कह लीजिए. और वो इंटरव्यू होंगे हमारे उस्ताद जो अब यानी कि एक्स उस्ताद हैं, एक्स फैकल्टी के NED से, सीमा जलील, नीलोफर मास्टर, ये लोग इंटरव्यू करेंगे और ये क्वालिफाइज. और तीसरा जो क्या है वो I'll talk about on next slide. तो ये 2012 से 2019 तक मुख्तलिफ 600 plus 650 students got scholarships, and it is 19.5 million Pakistan rupees जो उनको दिया गया. थोड़ा सा इसके बारे में कि फर्स्ट ईयर में you get that scholarship. अगर आप अपने नंबर अच्छे रखें, सेकेंड ईयर, थर्ड ईयर, फाइनल ईयर, फेल ना हो जाए, मतलब है कि you will get that scholarship. अगर किसी तरह भी कोई डिसिप्लिनरी एक्शन या आप फेल हो जाएं तो यू आर प्रोग्राम। और 2020 में क्योंकि गवर्नमेंट ऑफ पाकिस्तान ने एक बहुत बड़ा स्कॉलरशिप प्रोग्राम अनाउंस किया है जिसे एहसास स्कॉलरशिप कहते हैं, 50,000 scholarships for BS students across Pakistan. और उसकी एक कंडीशन ये है कि only one student can get one scholarship. तो इसलिए हमने इसको फ्रीज कर दिया, ऑन होल्ड कर दिया है। 2020 में भी होल्ड है, 2021 में भी होल्ड है, because we do not want to have any false statement with government of Pakistan. So this is what it is. जैसे कि मैंने कहा कि स्कॉलरशिप यानी कि वन ऑन वन इंटरव्यूज होंगे। इसके अलावा थर्ड क्राइटेरिया ये है, बड़ा सोचा गया कि इसे लोन बना दिया जाए, स्टूडेंट क्योंकि पैसे ज्यादा हैं उन्हें मजबूर किया जाए कि कोई किसी किस्म का स्टेटमेंट साइन करें। फाइनली वी डिसाइडेड इट विल बी अ प्लेज फॉर्म, यानी कि ये एक बच्चा बच्ची साइन करके अपने पास रख लें और जब वो इस काबिल होंगे ग्रेजुएट होने के बाद, जॉब लेने के बाद, यूजुअली दे आर फ्रॉम पुअर फैमिलीज, फाइनेंशियली चैलेंज, जिस तरह मैं खुद लेकिन जैसे ही वो इस काबिल होंगे वो दे विल स्टार्ट टू कंट्रीब्यूट बैक इनटू दिस पूल। ये बस एक प्लेज फॉर्म है, वो साइन करके अपने पास रखेंगे। इसी को एक्सपेंड किया गया, सोचा गया कि यार NED बहुत अच्छा है, हम सब ने NED से ग्रेजुएट किया, लेकिन NED कैन मेक अ इम्पैक्ट अक्रॉस पाकिस्तान। तो 2019 में ऑफिशियल मास्टर्स स्कॉलरशिप प्रोग्राम, ये ऐसे बच्चियों के लिए, दे कैन बी NEDians, दे आर मेनी ऑफ देम आर NEDians एंड आई विल शो देम, लेकिन ये अक्रॉस पाकिस्तान है। और लेकिन a person should get an admission in international university out of Pakistan for a 2-year engineering degree, और कोशिश उन्हें up to $8,000 उनकी मास्टर्स प्रोग्राम में उनको साथ शामिल हो जाएगी। They need to contribute some money themselves, लेकिन उनका दाखिले का उनको लेटर लिखना, क्योंकि इस वक्त एक वीजा की रिक्वायरमेंट होती है, तो कोशिश partners up with them just so that they get through visa and they land at a proper place। और उसके बाद वो, क्योंकि go to next one, 2019 में इसे ऑफिशियल कर दिया गया और ये बहुत होनहार, बहुत ही काबिल बच्चे हमारे सामने हैं, जर्मनी, फिनलैंड, यूनाइटेड किंगडम। और लेट मी जस्ट 2020 में यानी कि वही जो 4 लोग थे उनको 8 लोग कर दिया गया, लेकिन दिस इज द ईयर ऑफ कोविड। इन बच्चों के साथ थोड़ा सा हार्ड लक ये हुई है क्योंकि उनकी एम्बेसीज बंद हो गई हैं, यूनिवर्सिटीज बंद हो गई हैं, लेकिन फाइनली थिंग्स आर ट्रिकलिंग अप। और देख सकते हैं अनम फाइनली शी हैड मेड ऑल द वे टू इटली, अपना मास्टर शुरू कर दिया है। और अहमद और तैमूर यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स और जर्मनी, दे आर इन प्रोसेस अपना वीजा वगैरह, क्योंकि अब इस वक्त एम्बेसीज खुल गई हैं एंड दे आर गोइंग थ्रू द वीजा प्रोसेस। जो मैंने कहा था पे फॉरवर्ड, वो वाकई में काम करता है। पे फॉरवर्ड का मतलब अब मास्टर्स लेवल पे ये है कि बजाय NED के लोग, बूढ़े लोग मेरे जैसे, वो डिसाइड करें कि कौन स्कॉलरशिप लेगा, इट्स ओनली द NED स्कॉलर्स, यानी कि जिन्होंने पहले क्वालिफाई किया था, हम कहते हैं दे आर कोशिश ट्राइब, मेंबर ऑफ कोशिश ट्राइब, वो डिसाइड करते हैं कि नेक्स्ट मास्टर्स का यानी किसको मिलेगी। यानी कि हंड्रेड्स ऑफ पीपल अप्लाई, दे स्टार्ट टू स्लिम डाउन, लेकिन अल्टीमेटली 8 लोग कौन होंगे जो $8,000 लेंगे, दे आर डिसाइडेड। और जो मैंने कहा था कि जो पे फॉरवर्ड का, इट एब्सोल्युटली वर्क्स। उन्होंने अपने पास प्लेज फॉर्म किया हुआ है और आप देख सकते हैं ये टेबल के ऊपर, as they become independent they start to contribute back into this pool। और ये पूल जिस तरह का मैंने निसा से सुना, this is 100%, यानी कि इस पूल में जो भी पैसे आएंगे they cannot be spent on any other program, every cent and every penny will be spent on that program। This is Koshish Foundation, this is Koshish Foundation Scholarship program। Will give back to Nafees साहब। नफीस और नाम, बहुत शुक्रिया मुझे आज मौका दिया। Thank you so much, back to you guys।
Have a goal in your life. The tragedy of life doesn't lie in not reaching your goal. The tragedy lies in having no goals to reach. Please support Koshish Foundation. Thank you, Mr. Mohammad Akbar Swell. Thank you very much. If you have any question, please post your question on chat window. Just to check, do we have the VC, Dr. Sarosh, online join yet? Anyone who can?
Yeah, I didn't receive any message, so he must be in the flight. His flight was delayed by 2 hours. So okay, let's proceed with the program.
All right. Our next organization is Saaf Pani, founded in 2019. And I apologize for changing agenda a little bit, and they were supposed to be second, but now they are second last. I apologize, again from them. Saaf Pani is represented by Mr. Abdul Majid Adam, who graduated from NED and he retired from petrochemical industry in US after serving there for 50 years. So I'm excited to invite Mr. Abdul Majid to tell us more about Saaf Pani projects in Pakistan, please. Mr. Majid, can you please
Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am thankful to Nafis Khan, who had given us the opportunity to introduce Saaf Pani to fellow NEDians around the world. We established Saaf Pani in 2019, and it is 501c3 tax-eligible organization. Pakistan, as well as all third world countries, are currently going through a severe drinking water crisis, specifically in Karachi and Tharpaka area of Sindh. For millions of people, only source of drinking water is unsafe water. In the areas of Sindh, women folks walk from 3 to 5 kilometers daily to acquire 5 gallons of unsafe water to meet their family cooking. And to mitigate this crisis, NED engineers are at the forefront and helping to provide safe and clean water to the neediest. Our mission, water to the most needy, where the only water available for drinking and cooking is unsafe water. Our motivation is from our Prophet, and he said the best form of sadaqah is giving someone water. Our goal, inshallah, this year is to install 100 or more filtration water deprived areas of Pakistan at a cost of $400,000. What we do is we analyze the site where we have to provide plants. So after the lab analysis, we review the lab analysis and that tell us that which way we have to go. We have 3 options. When the dissolved solid, which is less than 500, and the water is turbid, we provide filtration plan at a cost of $1,500. When the TDS is no turbidity, then we provide submersible pump projects at a cost of $1,500. When the water is greater than 500, and just by the way, the seawater is at 35,000 TDS, and in most of the areas of Tharpaka, it ranges from 3,000 to 7,000, 10,000, and even in Karachi, sometimes you have 10,000 to 20,000 TDS. So there we have to provide reverse osmosis RO plant, and it costs $5,000, provided we have electricity available there. If you don't have electricity, then we have to provide solar panels to run that plant. So that costs another $5,000 to $6,000. Our 2019 achievement, that is our first year, when we got established, we commissioned 4 plants, and one was in Buddusha Garbi near Dera Ismail Khan, the second Ramya Guju in Tharpaka area, the third and the fourth was in Karongi and Malir. Last year, 2020, we installed 24 plants for a total of 132,000 gallons per day capacity, enough capacity of 105,000 people. As you can see from our graph over here, that in the first quarter of this year, 2021, we already provided 24 plants, 12 of them were RO plants and 12 were submersible plants. First quarter actually is achievement of all what we achieved last year altogether. So going forward, we have 3 more quarters left, and inshallah, we have to complete 74 more projects. And our total cost, like I mentioned earlier, was 400,000. We received to date 100,000, and we have a balance of 300,000. Inshallah, with your help and the help of others, we'll be able to achieve. This will provide enough capacity to meet daily needs of 320,000 people. How can you get involved? Let's work together to alleviate the situation in Pakistan. We invite you to earn Sadaqah Jariyah. The gift water saves life. What is hugely rewardable action? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, and whoever saves one life, it is as if he had saved all of mankind. Imagine this, every single time the clean water you donated saves someone's life, it is as if you have saved all of mankind. You can share this information with your friends and family about our initiative and get involved. And this way, others will be learning what we do. As you can see, the lady on the right, that is a very highly turbid water. And that is the water they take their home in the villages for drinking and cooking. Please share your phone numbers so that we can our WhatsApp group and keep you informed of our progress. Now I'm going to show you a video. It's a 4-minute video, and it will be really, you'll be amazed what situation the people are facing in the area.
ये सर वाही पांदी शहर है, ये वाही पांदी अंदर से अभी जहाँ आपने हुक्म करें, ये हमने गाड़ी यहाँ से लिए, यहाँ से किराए पे लिए और आगे हम जा रहे हैं। आगे ये रास्ता कच्चा रास्ता है और ये वाही पांदी से तकरीबन कोई 15 से 20 किलोमीटर का फासला है और ये तकरीबन आगे बिल्कुल कच्चा रास्ता है और कच्चे रास्ते से होते हुए हम अभी इस वक्त शाह रोदनानी गांव की तरफ गामजन हैं। अभी हम शाह रोदनानी गांव में पहुंच चुके हैं और हम कोशिश करेंगे यहाँ के लोगों से मिलने की और जहाँ से ये लोग पानी हासिल करते हैं वहाँ वो जगह देखने की। ये बंदा हमें अभी गांव से मिला है जो हमें पानी की जगह लेके जा रहा है जहाँ से गांव वाले पानी भरते हैं। ये तकरीबन गांव से कोई 1 किलोमीटर दूर जगह है जहाँ से ये लोग पानी भरते हैं। अस्सलाम वालेकुम सर, जनाब अब्दुल मजीद साहब, मैं आपके हुक्म के मुताबिक यहाँ आया हूँ और ये असल में यहाँ एक ढलान है, ये नहर की ढलान, यानी कि आप देखें ये पानी का सारा, यहाँ ये पानी है, इसके अंदर छोटे छोटे कुएं बने होते हैं लेकिन उन कुओं के अंदर पानी बिल्कुल नहीं है। और ये आप सामने देखें, ये यानी कि लोग पानी भरने के लिए आ रहे हैं और ये छोटे हैं जहाँ ये पानी, बस ये इसके अंदर ये आप देखें पानी, ये पानी ये इतना है, इसको आस्ता आस्ता करके लोग निकालते हैं, ये पानी इस तरह निकालते हैं। और सर ये देखें थोड़ा थोड़ा सा पानी यहाँ जमा होगा, ये पानी इनका यानी कि ये लोग लेंगे यहाँ से भरेंगे। ये आप बर्तन देखें लोगों के, ये बर्तन हैं, ये लोग पानी भरने के लिए यहाँ एक सब कुछ कर रहे हैं। ये आप देखिए यानी कि ऐसे छोटे छोटे कुएं जिनके अंदर इतना पानी है, इससे बड़ा पानी इनके यहाँ किसी में भी नहीं है। अब ये पानी इस तरह भरा जाता है सर, ये थोड़ा सा आप पानी देख रहे हैं, पानी ये है, ये सामने देखें लोग बच्चे ये बर्तन ऐसे हैं और ये इस पूरी लाइन में ऐसे है। ये आप आगे आगे देखें, ये साइड पे सर पानी की हद से ज्यादा छोटे बच्चे पानी यहाँ से हासिल कर रहे हैं। ये देखें ये पानी इतना है, बिल्कुल थोड़ा सा ये पानी इनके अंदर ये लोग बच्चियां डाल रही हैं, ये पानी इनके अंदर पड़ रहा है, ये इस तरह जमा कर रही हैं बच्चियां, ये सारी की सारी। ये देखें सामने बर्तन कैसे रखे हुए हैं, पानी की इतनी किल्लत है कि थोड़ा थोड़ा पानी इनको आता है, सीपेज आती है, उससे ये बच्चे ने कि यहाँ से पानी, ये देखें बर्तन कितने पड़े, आप अंदाजा लगा, ये देखें बच्ची पानी कर रहे हैं। पानी की सर बहुत ज़्यादा किल्लत है यहाँ, हद से ज़्यादा। मुखय्यर हज़ात से अपील है कि इनके करीब लोगों के लिए इंसानियत और इंसानी हमदर्दी की बुनियाद पर मदद फरमाएं ताकि इनको ज़िंदगी की बुनियादी ज़रूरत यानी पानी मुहैया किया जा सके। अल्लाह आपको जज़ाए खैर अता फरमाएगा, आमीन।
So after seeing that video, you can see what kind of situation are faced. Even the water they get is dirty and turbid, and that's what they use for cooking and drinking. So I investigated the site, and if the water they say is available at a depth of 600 feet, and if the TDS does not exceed 500, then we can provide submersible pump, and the cost would run for boring. It will be 6,000 because it will give 600 feet, and it cost about 15 to 1,600 rupees per feet. Cement tank would cost $1,500. Solar panel for pump $2,000. A total of 9,500. Water has a higher TDS, that means it is very salty. Then we have to provide RO plant, shed for RO plant, solar panel for RO plant. Total with RO plant with solar, it will cost around $20,000. So I request all of you that please spread the word, and we are doing our best. That we started in 2019 from 4, 2020 we went to 24. This year we are going to do 100, inshallah. As with your cooperation and help, we will exceed more and more. And as you see, it's really unbearable. How can you find your own member of your family would be in that kind of situation? So situation is really critical. And that is my suggestion, that please spread the word so we can do. And please send your name on my safewater786outlook.com. You can also visit our website, thehealthywater.org, and you can send at 678-481-7458. And I'm located in Houston, Texas. And I have a team of people in Karachi who are to achieve our aim. And that's why every week we are doing one RO plan and one submersible plan. That's why by the end of the year, inshallah, with your help, we'll make 100 total. That's all is my presentation. Thanks for giving me an opportunity to bring this situation to the audience.
Clean water is human right. Access of water and sanitation are recognized by the UN as human right, reflecting the fundamental nature of these basics in every person's life. Support Saaf Pani. Thank you, Mr. Abdul Majid Adam. Thank you for your efforts and work that you have been doing in Pakistan.
Thank you.
And I think we will post all those contacts in our NAAM website so people can contact directly if they need to. And please donate generously. And if you have any questions from any of those organizations, please make sure you post those questions in the chat window. NEDian making a difference. Let me introduce the last but not the least organization of today's program, Microelectronics Research Lab, promoting the research and development of semiconductor technologies in Pakistan. Electronics Research Lab will be represented by Dr. Rumi Naqvi, Director and Head. Dr. Rumi Naqvi graduated from NED in 1989 and completed his master's and PhD from Arizona State University. Currently, he works in Intel Corporation as Senior Technical Leader. With no further delay, I'd like to invite Dr. Rumi Naqvi to present the work being done in Pakistan to be ready for tomorrow. Please, Dr. Rumi Naqvi.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum. Let me share my presentation quickly. Let's see. How do I? Oops. Oops. How do you share? I should be able to share, right? I don't see.
You will see a
oh yeah, I see it now. Yeah.
And
yes,
if
yes.
you have
Yes,
audio,
yes.
make sure that you check sound.
Share.
If you're an audio, otherwise you're okay. You just share as it is.
Only host can share. Okay. So it's saying only host can share. So it's yeah.
Nusrat, can you take care of that? Can you make him?
Yeah, you are co-host. You should be able to.
Okay, so let me share on sharing options. Why usually it should let you share the screen, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not giving me that option. Only host.
At the bottom, if you look at all the icons,
Yes.
After share, there's a share screen. You can share your screen, please.
Oh, I see. I got it. Okay, got it. Let me start with share. Okay.
Perfect. We can see your screen now.
You can see me. Okay. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. First of all, let me start by saying that I'm very inspired and completely impressed by the range of presentation that has been done. And so this is remarkable work, especially the Saf Pani. I was taken aback, to say the least. So with that said, I think the graduates are doing a remarkable job. And anyway, I will quickly introduce what I'm trying to do. Basically, the idea here was that I graduated from NED in 1989, moved to the US, and my area of focus has been microelectronics research. And I work for Intel, and I designed chips there. So the basic idea was to somehow take this information that I've gathered over the years and try to transfer that back to Pakistan. So with that idea, what I've done is I've set up this microelectronics research lab, which is a not-for-profit organization. It has not been, it's not a registered organization. I started this thing about 2 years ago. I met Sohail, right? And he has been one of the guides who has helped me a lot through this process. But anyway, the basic idea was to create a consortium of labs established across Pakistan in the various academic universities and institutions, and with the goal of training Pakistani youths in the open source hardware development ecosystem. Let me go to the next file. And our goal, again, as I said, is to basically train the Pakistani youth and in this two areas of technology, system on chip design and system on package design, and basically make Pakistan a leader in technological innovations and build indigenous capability and capacity, right? And the other basic thing I wanted to do is there to basically to teach people the actual technology or transfer technology and essentially the value system, right? Because what I believe that the fundamental architecture of the human society is based on three fundamental values, and obviously these values are from the life of the Holy Prophet, is truthfulness, trustworthiness, and compassion. These were the fundamental values that everything is based on, and any human society which would not have them will collapse. So that's why I created this value system in which the central piece is truthfulness and trustworthiness and the rest of the stuff, right? So that's the other thing we are teaching our youth, that you have to follow these values very closely. With that said, what we have done is we have created an initial beachhead in terms of MERL. We have this lab that has been set up at Osman Institute of Technology and two other universities. And now we are basically, the idea is to, as I said, to exploit the open source revolution. Let me close this window just a second. Right. And accelerate and extend the MERL's effort, basically, right? So the four basic factors or inflection points that are happening is, number one, there's an open source ISA, or an instruction set architecture, which is RISC-V. Instruction set architecture is the language in which the computers or microprocessors talk to the software world, right? So RISC-V is an open source ISA, so that makes it available freely for everybody. Secondly, there is a lot of open source SoC design initiative that is being unleashed in form of Chips Alliance. So that's another inflection point. And then on top of it, we have open source EDA tools now in terms of OpenLane and OpenRoad. And then Google has started this open source shuttle program, which is called FOSSI. So now with these 4 open source vectors, we have the ability to exploit them and use them to basically transfer this technology to Pakistan. Right. Our strategy, again, as I said, is to stimulate the wider adoption of this state-of-the-art microelectronic system on chip and system on package design across different academic institutions in Pakistan, and promote the research and development for this. We are already part of CHIPS Alliance and Risk Foundation, right? I'm going to go very fast. Currently, we have 3 chapters. We have a chapter in UIT, which is affiliated with NED. Then there is a chapter in DHS Sufa University, and there's a chapter in KICS, which is the Al Khwarizmi Institute of Computer Science, Lahore, affiliated with UET. What we have been able to do. So this all started in about 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, in 2018, late 2018. And so this whole effort is about 2.5 years old. Last year, I mean, even with COVID there, we were able to basically present a paper in the RISC-V 2020 symposium. This is the top of the line symposium of the world. There were participants all around the world. We initially sent out a paper, but they upgraded our paper to actually a tutorial, and that was presented there. I think this was one of the only papers that was presented from Pakistan. Actually, there was one more paper from Lampro in Lahore that was presented. So there were 2 papers presented from Pakistan in this forum. Then we have, as I said earlier, we have become part of RISC-V international member for that. And I think, again, we are we are at least the first member, and there are more members becoming now from Pakistan, right? We are part of CHIPS Alliance now, and we are an associate member of that. And now we have signed NDA with the TSMC and to get their tool sets. TSMC is Taiwan Semiconductor Corporation. It's one of the biggest semiconductor corporations, right? To design a chip, you need to have an agreement with the factory or the foundry which manufactures your chips. Anyway, the other basic thing we were able to achieve, right? What happened in June of 2020 was that Google announced this design. And then they said that they will select 40 designs from all over the world, and they will basically support the designs in terms of their tape out, their packaging, and then send the chips back to the people, right? So the total cost of such a thing is around, I think, somewhere more than $100,000, right? And they will send us, they will send you about 100 chips with the boards themselves. So this was. So we participated in this basic design contest or design, so the initial plan was, we learned about it in June 2020, and the tape out was in December. So we thought that we will go with one design, but again, the team in Pakistan, Karachi specifically, completely surprised me. We worked very hard, and instead of one design, we got 2 designs accepted. And the first one was Ibtida SoC, right, which is a system on chip. This is the first ever natively designed chip from Pakistan, which was sent to tape out competition. It got selected, and it's in the process of being fabricated, and inshallah we'll get it back by May or June. So we'll have the first chip designed in Pakistan coming back. The second one was the Ghazi SoC. This one also we submitted, and this one also accepted. This was the long shot, and this was a little bit more complex chip. We used different components from different open source sources to put this all together, and both of them have been accepted, and now we are expecting chips back by May or June, and then we'll be able to select it. So this was a great achievement, I think. As far as I know, this is one of the first chips that have been natively designed and sent and manufactured from right. With that said, our 5-year plan is to basically so the next goal that we have is to create an Azadi SoC. This is a system on chip that we're designing for certain local markets in Pakistan, right? will complete this in 2020. Google is continuing this effort in terms of free tape outs. So we will participate again. They have a contest in June of this year, and we'll send this design to them for acceptance and see what happens. And then we'll continue on this vector of continuously developing more and more expertise in chip design. And the kids have called that basic SOC framework as Agas. So we'll go to Agas 2, Agas 3, Agas 4, and 5 as we move on, and we'll keep on graduating in terms of technology, also to going to higher and higher level of technology. The overall goal is to basically train engineers in SOC and create a system, basically a state-of-art system on chip design lab in Karachi. And hopefully by 2025, we will get into a self-sustaining mode. And our other goal is to be able to incubate new companies and attract existing companies to Pakistan, right? And that has already started. We already attracted one company, which is Sahil Semiconductor, to Karachi. They have started an operation in 2019-20, and there is another company now that is coming to Karachi, and specifically and hiring people from our the trained set of students that we have trained. And our next basic goal is to basically construct this lab in UIT, Usman Institute of Technology. I think the construction is starting soon, and the targeted completion date is June of 2021. And these are some pictures. As I said, we are part of CHIPS Alliance. As you can see, there are big companies there. And Merle UIT is one of the only places that is part of this alliance. They don't really give you membership that easily. They obviously have certain criteria, and we have met it, and that's why they have given us a membership to that. Then this is the tape out party that we had in Karachi. This is all the students that took part in that party. This was done so that to celebrate the 2 tape outs that we were able to do. And on the left bottom is the team, the Silicon 5 team that visited our lab in 2019. You can see Naveed Sherwander and the rest of the team. And then this is one video that I attended 2019 RISC-V Symposium, and I was basically surprised by Yansap Lee mentioning our lab there. So I'll play that, and let's see if you guys can hear it.
I think you have to share audio before you play the video.
How do I share that? Go back and share again, or?
Yes, that's what you're supposed to do. You have to check mark on this share with video or sound.
Where is that?
So you have to stop sharing.
Okay, stop sharing. Okay.
Then share again, and then on the left bottom there will be an option share sound.
Oh, share sound.
With sound,
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
And then
yes,
you share your presentation.
Okay, got it.
A lot of people, and today I really wanted to share a special moment of mine. So this is a photo I took at a lab of a very small local university in Karachi, Pakistan. It was my first time going to Pakistan, and I took this photo because I thought as I walked into the lab, I see this piece of paper on a desk. And can you recognize what this is? This is Andrew Waterman's thesis on RISC-V. And students were so passionate about RISC-V, they printed it out, they highlighted, they read every sentence from front to back. And they were so eager to show me the cool RISC-V processors they built. They're like dying to show it to me. Like, Yansub, you want to go see it? And they were teaching fellow students and all that. I think this is a special moment to me. And at that point, I'm like, I forgot about competition for a moment, and I'm like, we are changing the world. Maybe RISC-V has already changed the world.
Anyway, I think that was a video, and this was a huge personally in the symposium, and I was sitting in the front, and when he's mentioned this, I was completely taken aback. With that said, so I think we have made a lot of great progress in this area, and so let me stop this. Let's move to the next slide, because I think everybody's done. So I think what in general we need you, right? I mean, Merle basically has 2 sets of requirements, and now one is obviously we have a tech which is called Tab, and we are continuously trying to get more and more people to sign up on Tab in terms of their expertise in the chip design or system on chip design or software area and contribute to that. We have already a growing list of people there, and more people are welcome. And obviously, we need financial sponsors for continuing this this whole effort. I think that's the end of my presentation. Again, I'm humbled and surprised by the remarkable work that was presented before me, and I would encourage everybody to help that work very strongly, and I will try to do the same. And I think this was and I thank the board for letting me present here. And that's all I had. Thank you so much.
I think we all want to see an independent Pakistan. We have all the talents required, but need the right direction. Thank you, Dr. Naqvi, for the efforts you are doing to get Pakistan ready for the future. NEDians making a difference. What a great work being done by NEDians. Before we I request, President Nafis to conclude our program, we have one questions from to NED scholars from one of the member is how does one sign up to be a mentor in NEDians? I think a lot of people have similar questions about other organizations as well. And hopefully in coming future, we will post all the contacts at NED Alumni of Michigan website. So please go and whoever needs support, please try to provide your full support to those organizations. So if we have Dr. Suhail available and can answer this question, please.
Yeah, sure. Those who are interested in mentorship, they can always go to our website. On our website, you just see there is a members button over there. Under the members button, you will going to see the mentorship. Just click over there. There is a form. Fill that form, and somebody will going to get in touch with you. It's a very simple form. 5 or 6 questions, I think, as I remember it. But it is there in our web form. I will make sure that it is also passed on to you. So if you guys can put on NAAM's website also. So yes, you can do it, or you can just send us an email and somebody will going to send you the link to the form. Thank you, appreciate that.
Dr. Suhail, now I would request President Nafis Khan to conclude the program.
Thank you, Bakhtiar. First of all, I really apologize. We spent hours, my board of directors spent a lot of time, but like Murphy's Law, when things happen, they do happen. We had some technical challenges. Our program was hacked, so there were a lot of people working in the background to recover that. And in doing so, there was some confusion in the agenda. So I really apologize to Saf Pani, Majid Bhai. He was just bumped out, and I take the blame for that. But your presentation, mashallah, and the work you guys are doing, that's phenomenal. The video you shared, just like Dr. Rumi said, that's a real eye-opener. And that was the whole purpose of this program, providing this stage to those alumni who have passion to serve the humanity. And mashallah, you are doing that. And I will highly encourage everybody. You heard so many organizations who are doing a wonderful job. You pick one and you adopt those organizations and try to help them out. He invited many organizations over here. Some of the organizations got excited. They spent too much time on their presentation, which is fine. But that kind of messed up our program. I do apologize with my audience from overseas because they stayed late for this program, and by not honoring the 10 minutes time slot, I think we didn't do a justice to them. So as a leader of the organization, but overall the takeaway from this program or the effort we did, beside all the technical challenges and delays,
Nafis Khan, sorry to interrupt you. We have, I think, Dr. Tufail with us.
Oh, okay. So that's what my next thing, that Dr. Sarosh couldn't join us because his flight got late 2 hours. And before I say anything, I will definitely would like to hear from Dr. Tufail if he's available. Bakhtiar, can you make him
Yeah,
co-host so that we can hear from him, please? And with that, I will, as soon as we hear from Dr. Tufel, we will end up the program. And my apologies, and thank you for being patient with us. Thank you.
Dr. Tufel, you just have to unmute yourself. The principal Thar Institute, yeah? That's the person or no? That's the wrong person?
No, Dr. Tufel, Tufail. Let me check over here.
Can you raise your hand, Dr. Saab, so that I can point you? I don't see him. There's a principal Thar Institute. That's not the one, right?
Suhail, can you check, please? Is he still, do you see him in the participants?
I just saw him. I just trying to message him now. He's not there.
He's not there.
Suhail Bashir is there only.
Suhail Bashir is there. Do you want him, Nafis?
I think we will stick with the agenda right now. I do appreciate Suhail. He helped us a big time. We wanted to hear from Saroj or Dr. Tufel, but Suhail, if you just can say hi, because you are our partners in Pakistan, as I mentioned earlier in my speech. So with that, if I can make dua for everybody, that may Allah help us in helping others, and especially in this COVID-19 time, pandemic. Please, everyone stay safe, stay healthy, and may Allah bless everyone.
Thank you.
And again, apologies for the delay and apologies for staying so late for overseas audience. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Barakallah. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.